Ale. Welcome to the Sheff United Way. My name is Hal. Thanks for being a part of this match preview. Welcome to it for Sheffield United. You like them versus Birmingham City at 3 p.m. on Saturday at beautiful downtown Bramall Lane. Birmingham City, they sit 13th in the Championship, the 18th placed Blades. I didn't think I'd be saying that in December. They have 7 wins and the Blue Noses have 8, so it's going to be tight, at the bottom / mid-table. It's probably not going to be a pretty one, possibly not one for the neutrals. What do you think? Let me know those score predictions. Get them in early. Birmingham drew their last match at St Andrews, 1-1 with Charlton Athletic. For United, it was Midlands foe, another one, West Bromwich Albion, besting us 2-0 at the Hawthorns, which wasn't great. Wasn't a good second half. We were all right first half, so I won't go over it again. If you do want to relive that pain, then check out Nick's match reaction. Now, our team news, our predicted lineup, which actually comes from Nick today, is brought to you by Shazbat Designs. A massive shout out to Sharon, big supporter of the Sheff United Way. She's a self-employed pyrographer specializing in unique hand-burnt personalized wooden gifts. You can check out what she does, shazbatdesigns.co.uk. You can actually get a discount with the code SUW, which you can put in at checkout, or just send her a message mentioning Sheff United Way. But do let me know exactly what you think is going to happen in this game. Now, we should talk about Peck, his injury. That continues to cause concern. So many people are messaging me. When you start doing stuff like this, you will get people who are in the know and people who aren't in the know, but they'll like you to think that they are. Lots of people telling me that they know exactly how long Peck's going to be out, and I've heard all sorts of different numbers. So what I will say is, rather than speculate, it's a cause for concern. Jairo Riedeveld has signed a new contract. That's an extension to the end of the season. Happy with that. Does he feature, though, in your starting lineup? Ben Mee, we know, has had an operation on his hand, so that's taking it a case-by-case basis. Each match, we'll see what it presents. Maybe it's swollen, maybe it's sore, maybe he can play. Now, Ben Godfrey, this is a sad case, really, because I wanted him to do really well. I want every player that arrives at Bramall Lane to do well. And it hasn't been the case for Ben Godfrey, who on paper is an excellent signing and has done very, very well in his career. But it might be a very short career. He's deleted all his Blades Instagram posts, and he's put a very cryptic Instagram story saying 27 and out. And I don't know what to make of that. What do you think that actually means? I do worry for the lad. I want him to be well. And I don't know quite what to think of that particular Instagram post. I mean, one thing that leaps to mind is he might be saying he's going to retire at the age of 27, which he is. And I think that's a shame. Now, we'll get your thoughts on that as they come through. So I asked Nick for his likely lineup, but he's gone with Cooper in goal. Sariki, Tanganga. He's gone with McGuinness, but he's actually said hopefully Ben Mee if the hand is all right. Sam McCallum, who many people are saying is now that first choice left back. Brooks, Gyro, Arblaster, and Gus Harmer, Bamford and Campbell up top. Not sure about Gus. I don't know why, but I've got a sneaking suspicion that if we are going to sell Gus Harmer, it is going to be next month. And if there was going to be a time to slightly ease him out, it might be around about now. Now, I really hope that isn't the case. I want Gus to sign a new Blades deal, which also might be happening. Who knows? Maybe there's discussions. Maybe he's going to leave. I don't know. We did a video on this channel, myself and Sam. You can check that one out, talking about the new realistic expectations. And Sam has suggested there that it would make sense to sell Gus Harmer because we're very unlikely to get promotion. And while you can get a bit of cash for him, that could be redistributed into improving the side. But what do you think Chris Wilder will actually go with for this match against Birmingham City? A big shout out to our sponsors, IPM Group UK, the latest Sheff United Way channel sponsor. IPM Group UK, South Yorkshire's experts in security, CCTV, and facilities management. They help keep stadiums, businesses, and events safe, running smoothly. So big thanks to IPM Group for supporting the channel and for supporting Sheffield United. Check them out, IPMGroupUK.com. So our opponents are Tom Brady's Birmingham City or Chris Davies. It doesn't really matter. And they play a 4-2-3-1. They don't always play that, but they did against Charlton Athletic, and that was their last game. So I'm basing it off that. They might change things around because they might go 2 up top, and we'll get to that in just a moment. But Iwata, Newman, hello, Newman, Clara, and Cochrane across the back line. Don't know who's going to go in goal. Probably Allsop. They do have Beadle as well Former Blades loanee in the midfield, Tommy Doyle, next to Pike. Also, Patrick Roberts, dangerous player on the wing. On the other wing, another dangerous player, Damari Gray. That frightens me. Top scorer Jay Stansfield also frightens me with 9 goals in all competitions. He's either playing as an attacking midfielder or up front with German striker Marvin, I think it's pronounced Duksch, but it might not be. He's up top and he's managed just 3 goals so far this season. But Marvin has finally got up to full fitness. And when he's actually been partnered with Stansfield, as one of my Blues friends told me, they've done well in that kind of 9-10 combination. That's brought balance. That's brought a bit of potency to Chris Davies' team. And between them, Marvin and Jay have combined for 7 goal involvements. So I rather hope hearing that they actually do stick with one up front rather than the 2. Now, the referee for this one. This is an interesting referee choice, I've got to say, and I'll get to why in just a moment, but it's brought to you by our good friends, Parrot Peel, a virtual band. Many of their members are Sheffield United supporters, so check them out. Support them, parrotpeel.com. They've got a new album out called Pop Songs Your Mum Would Like. Do check it out. I've been enjoying it on Spotify. Now, the referee for this one is a name you might know, Simon Hooper from Wiltshire. He's a recognisable referee, and he's refereed a lot in the Premier League. He's taken charge of 10 games this season, all in the Premier League. He's actually given quite a high number of yellows, 47, 2 reds, but he's only given 1 penalty. Now, he's taken charge of 20 Birmingham City games in his entire refereeing career, and they've lost 12 of them. I struggle to find any other ref that Birmingham have had with a worse record. They've only won 4, in fact, of those 20. He's only reffed 14 United matches in comparison. We've won 8, drawn 2, lost 4. You can't read too much into that. The last time, though, I do remember him reffing a Blades game was actually quite a long time ago, May 2021, when we lost 2-0 at home to Palace in the Premier League. So a long, long time ago. I did actually try and look this up. I couldn't find anything that said he's done a Blades game more recently. So I think that the first memory that came back to me, remember him? Do you have any memories of him? Do you? B, let me know in the comments. So what's Tom said, 2-1 Blades. We've also had @CADSUF. Again, another close game. Be happy 1-0, especially after that second half. It was like someone had turned a switch off. It absolutely was. Really, really disappointed with that second half performance at the Hawthorns. Paul thinks we have a reaction win, 3-1. Lewis says 3-2 Blades. Richard thinks it's back to business and goes 2-0. So does Nick. Scott says 1-0 Blades. Mark says 1-0 Blades. You're all overly confident. We did this before the Norwich game. I don't like it. This worries me. Have you seen us this season? Greg says 2-1, but I could go either way. Whew. We're only interested in the football, Greg, brother. Matt is going 1-0. James says 2-2. I'd be tempted now to say 3-3, but I'm not going to. Connor, keeping us on his toes, says their away form is awful, so they're 3-0. Not sure about that. What do you think? It's going to be a match that I'm sure will be absolutely dreadful to watch, as I said at the start, for the neutral. But Michael doesn't necessarily worry about Birmingham, says, Birmingham don't frighten me. It's United that frighten me. I mean, the team that beats United more often than not is United. Amends need to be made, and not just against Birmingham. Yeah, you're absolutely spot on. I couldn't have put it better myself. It has been a season where a lot of these players owe the fans a lot, and a lot more than we've seen so far. Let's hope. With this recent turnaround, I know we stuttered against Norwich. I know we had that defeat against West Brom, but I'd love to put it right before Christmas. Wouldn't that be fantastic? Got the tree out and everything. Thanks very much for watching or listening. If you don't yet, check us out on audio podcast, and if you get a moment, give us a little review. Thanks a lot. Ale, ale, ale.